All right, all right, all right. Well, having some problems this morning. Uh, Trying to get some things figured out here to see what's what. Um, Going to try to do some things different, but I don't know if it's going to let me. I'm visiting with BeLive because something's not working right. When I type everything in and I schedule a show, it won't connect my camera. So I got to completely get out of everything I'm doing and then don't schedule a show when my camera works. Okay. So give me a second here. Shut that one down. To restart. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm visiting with BeLive, trying to figure out why my camera will not connect at the same time when I schedule things, and I just don't understand it. Um, so I'm trying to do something else too. I was told last night that I can actually do a show on Spreaker while I do this show. So I have Spreaker pulled up, but it's not working. Something's not letting me connect. And I'm gonna try it again while I'm sitting here visiting with you guys before everybody uh, move this over here so it's not in the screen. And if it doesn't work, I guess we are just SOL. We're not able to do the Spreaker while we do our show. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, folks, give me just 1 second. Oh, this is so cool. This is cool. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of things. Um, I'm doing like 3 different things right here right now, so you guys gonna have to bear with me. BeLive just sent me another message. I'm done with it for right now. Hi, hello Harry, how you doing? Carol, Debbie, Joni, Sean, Joni Wells, how you doing? Let's see here. All right, you guys be sure to like and share this and invite everybody you know. I'm trying to type in on the Spreaker thing because it just now came up that I can do this. That way we can do Spreaker along with our show. How cool is that? I'm gonna move this camera. I'm gonna move this camera. I like it better over here. God dang it. What do you guys think? You like that better? I do. I like that better. That way it's not hitting me at an angle. That way, if I'm looking at either screen, it's kind of a straight on shot. I need to drink coffee. I need to calm down just a touch. I'm a little upset with BeLive this morning. But I hope everybody is having a beautiful Sunday. It is. It's beautiful right here in Northwest Oklahoma. Range of the I wished I was the type of guy that could type and look up at the same time and not worry about what I was typing. I can't. I'm a one finger typer. I'm a one finger typer, so I have to look at everything I do. Hey, Jeffrey Cook, how are you doing? How you doing? All right. Tags. Oh, I got to put tags in here. Oh, okay. Tags. That's a hashtag. Hashtag RedCon1. Hashtag Mr. Brutally Honest. That sounds pretty cool, don't it? Okay, now I just got to drop a picture and it's going to come up somewhere. Okay, here we go. What picture do I normally use for RedCon? It's that one. There we go. It's going to share it on Facebook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're fixing ready to rock and roll. Let me see what's what. We're going live. And we're live on Spreaker. All right, this is cool. I love this technology stuff. It's actually kind of fascinating the hell out of me. I ain't going to lie about it one bit because you know what? When we go live on Spreaker now, we can go 3 hours. Ain't that a hoot? So, okay, we've been fiddle farting around, screwing around long enough. It's time to start the show. Everybody knows what we do first, so let's get her done. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Well, as everybody can see, Miss Donna Joe's not here. I think she might try to click in as we're doing this, but Miss Donna's at the hospital working. She had to work this weekend, and also she had to, she's on call. So you got to love it. You got to love it. You got to love it. But she might kill me for this one. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you a picture that I'm proud of. I got it hanging here in the office, and I'm very proud of this one. This is the day she was awarded Employee of the Month again. Oh, there it is. That's her Employee of the Month deal. She's won that thing twice, 2 or 3 times. And this was back in the summer when she got this one. And I'm thoroughly thrilled that she has it. Now, also, ladies and gentlemen, we have Spreaker going. And I bet you didn't know this, but Spreaker is pure audio only. There's no video to it, but Spreaker does have a chat. So if somebody cannot watch us right now, they can always pull up Spreaker.com, look up RedCon1 Media, and they can chat on RedCon1 Media. I'm going to type something in there right now to start something off. I'm going to put good morning, everybody, if it'll let me. Oh. I'll put good morning, everyone. All right. So, yeah. So, folks, you got to tell people about Spreaker because we're really going to start doing this. Hey, Linda, how you doing? We're really going to start doing Spreaker, too. So, and it's an audio deal, and you can do the chat over there. I just typed in there, so I know it works. And the cool part about it is it's got some effects. I like that. I like that. Yeah, we got some pretty cool effects going on here. We got things going, and it's just a lot of fun. It really is. This Spreaker is going to enhance what we do here on RedCon1 Media. and also on the Patriotic Ranchers show with Mr. Brutally Honest. So okay, so we're going to get going here, and today's show is going to be titled this. You know, I done told you folks we're going to be doing some funny stuff, looking at some funny issues and stuff like that while we're doing the Sunday show, and we are. But also we got some serious stuff to go over too. So, and I just think that one of the things that we really need to look at this week is the false flag. The Roger Stone incident, to me, was a major false flag. And I've had people all the time ask me, what do you mean by a false flag? What do you mean by a false flag? Hey, Big Sarge. And I said, well, what do I mean by a false flag? False flag is this, and it's nothing new. It's been happening for years, as far back as I can remember, and then some. False flag is a diversionary tactic of somebody doing something to get your attention off of what's going on right now. And the way they do it is very important. It's a diversion tactic in a nutshell. That's it. It's been used in any military conflict there's ever been. It's been used in any governmental process that's ever been done. It's been done even in your own life when you're talking with somebody, you know, when you try to change the subject or you try to get things done a different way, you create some kind of diversion, some kind of scheme, something to divert things the other way. We do this in our personal lives all the time. Well, the government is really good at doing it, and so is they. And how the government does it, they use the medias. They use the medias to divert our attention or try to divert our attention from what's really going on. Now, the biggest story this week is Roger Stone, and that was nothing but a false flag, in my opinion. That's it in a nutshell. That's all it will be. It's a false flag, ladies and gentlemen, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to use CNN to divert our attention onto something else. So, all right, folks, you got to like and share this. Invite everybody you know, everybody you love, everybody, your friends, your families, everybody you don't like, everybody you hate. Invite every liberal that you can ever think of, that you ever came across in your life. Jump onto all them liberal pages too. Share this onto all the liberal pages there is, because I want the liberals to see this. This is a great Sunday. It's beautiful. I don't even have the light on. This is the light coming through the window, and I'm out here looking at the desk. I'm looking at the chickens. I'm looking at the trees. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Plumb beautiful. So, ladies and gentlemen, share this. Invite all the liberals, because I want all the liberals to see this. You know, I've been telling you guys for 2 years, going on 3 years now, to invite everybody you love, everybody in your family, everybody in your friends, everybody you don't like, everybody you hate, and all the liberals. So do it. Start sharing this with everybody and start inviting everybody. Let's blow this candle up. But anyway, so false flag scenario is rearing its ugly head again. And what's the purpose of the false flag? And here's the purpose of the false flag in a nutshell. The purpose of the false flag is just this. It is to divert the attention to something so we don't know what's actually truly happening. In a nutshell, that's it. That's it. Now, how often do you think the government creates false flags, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to give you a second or two to think about this. How often? You guys tell me in the comments how often you think the government creates false flags. And also, don't forget, if you can't watch this, if you're just listening to this, you can also listen to the audio on Spreaker.com. Pull up Redcon One Media. We are live on Spreaker right now also. And there is a chat over there. And I'm looking at it every once in a while and to see, and I will reply to it on there. And we'll go from there. But anyway, so the government creates false flags pretty much daily. Pretty much daily. You know, all right, well, I got to pull this up here. Melly said, what? Went on Twitter and challenged Alyssa Milano to do a live stream debating Candace Owens or any black or ethnicity that supports Trump. Awesome. Awesome. And that needs to happen more because Alyssa Milano is an idiot. Her ignorance level, I think when she was doing her show Charmed, went out the window. I really do. You know, it's unreal. Hey, Joseph, how you doing this morning? You know, folks, what I'm doing here is I'm giving my opinions only. This ain't the opinions of the consent of the majority. This isn't the opinions of everybody else. This is my opinions. And if it makes you upset, then it makes you upset. You know, I'm going to step on some toes today. I'm going to aggravate some people. And I'm going to do it on purpose. And I'm not going to divert your attention away from anything. I'm not going to create a false flag myself. I'm going to upset you for a reason. You know, for going on 3 years since we've been doing these shows, since we started on We Support Donald Trump. And we had between 250,000 views and oh, okay. I just had a horse lay down. It scared the hell out of me. I didn't know what was going on. 250,000 views to 280 some odd thousand views. I think at one time we was over 300,000. But I told people back then how intent and how serious we need to get back to critical thinking. And when we get back to critical thinking, that's where we're going to see what's up and what's going on. You hear what I just said there? That is something that was designed to make you start wondering. So with that being said, it's time for me to start stepping on some toes. I'm not going to create a black flag here. I am going to be brutally honest. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear brutal honesty. But and Donna and I talked last night after we got done with Big Sarge's show. We're just country folks. We don't live in big cities. We hate going to cities. We hate going to towns. For one, there's too many people. There's too many idiots. Nobody uses common sense. Nobody uses critical thinking. You know, we keep hearing stuff all the time. Like there's this town, I forget where it is. I heard it a couple of weeks ago, but the entire town voted not to accept cash anymore. Not to accept cash anymore. How stupid is that? All they want is credit cards. That's it. How stupid is that? If you live in that town, you better pack your crap and move. That's all there is to it. That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of in my life. We are not going to accept cash no more. We're only going because, and here's the reasoning. They got all the business owners together, right? They got all the business owners. The business owner says it cost them more money to have somebody put the evening's monies together, all the checks, all the cash, everything, And by the time they pay somebody after the business is closed to put all that together and haul it to the bank and put it in the night deposit, it costs too much money. So now they said that they're going to go to strictly credit cards because they can have the entire process done at the end of the day in less than 5 minutes. How freaking stupid is that? That's just as stupid as McDonald's putting in these kiosks and wanting to pay $15 for somebody sitting there trying to do absolutely nothing. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, it's like an oxymoron. You have people standing there that's supposed to be doing a job, but at the same time, you want them to go to some damn machine that's run on IT, and you want them to use that instead of the people. The people you hired to do the job. Okay, so who's making the money? Is it the machines making the money or the people? Because the people are standing around there with their thumbs up their butt doing absolutely nothing. Now, I've hired people in my lifetime when I was a jigger boss and assistant cow boss on different ranches. And trust me, if I ever seen somebody standing around, they better get busy or they're going down the road. I don't fart around at all. I don't keep people to stand around and do absolutely nothing. I don't, because that's a crock of crap. That's a loss of productivity. That's a loss of revenue. That's a loss of jobs getting done. Oh, yeah. There is somebody there that's always going to pick up the slack and do the job that somebody that's hard to do is not doing. Donna Joe has to do it all the time. Donna Joe has to pick up the slack constantly and do the job for everybody else. But here we are, we got a town that's wanting to take a job away from somebody because they want to go strictly digital or internet or whatever you call it. They strictly want to use technology to do everything. Same thing McDonald's doing. We got these things here. I wish I could still turn the camera around. The damn cat's right there on the screen looking at me. I want in. But no, you can't come in. But anyway, McDonald's has these things. And they got people standing there. They got people standing there kind of like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm here. I'm actually standing at a cash register, but they got these kiosks they want everybody to go put their orders into. Well, Donna and I, when we went in there, we passed the kiosk thing. We went right up to them. She goes, did you put your order in? I said, that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk to you to put our order in because you're standing at the cash register. Well, we need you to put it in the kiosk. I said, I don't think so. I'm going to put my order in right here, right now. And she looked at me, and I think she knew I wasn't bullshitting because she took my order. I'm kind of like, If I have to go to some place to get something to eat and I got to put it in a damn machine to order food, it's not happening. You know, it's just like Walmart, ladies and gentlemen. You go to Walmart. How many cash registers are in Walmart? All right. How many of those cash registers have somebody at them all the time? They don't. The Walmart right here in Woodward, Oklahoma, the self-checkouts are booming. They are busy. But how many times have you seen, or you've been going through that self-checkout, and you've had to have somebody come over, put in their code, and figure out what's going on so you can keep going on, instead of taking your happy cart over to the register to have somebody else do it. Now, here's something I don't like either. A lot of them people at Walmart just scan everything because they don't know how to type things in. And I asked them one time, what are you going to do if the power ever goes down? How are you going to be able to help people? Well, I don't know. Same thing happened at Atwood's. It's a farm and ranch store there in Woodward, Oklahoma. 2 years ago, we had a hell of an ice storm come in. Everything is scanned, everything, you know, oh yeah, give them a farm tax number, all that stuff. Okay. Whoop, power went out. Wait a minute. Power went out. How are we supposed to do this? Well, I'll tell you how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to pull out your pen and a piece of paper and write things down. I took some items up there, and the girl actually told me this. I can't check you out. I said, why not? She goes, because I don't know how to do this. The computer's not up. I said, easy. You grab that piece of paper right there. You write down what this item is, and you write down the SKU number, and you write down the cost. Plus, you write down my tax information, my farm tax, because it's in your computer. Here's my farm tax card, so there's no tax on this stuff. And I said, then you figure up the price, and that's what I'm going to pay you because there's no tax on anything, because it's all for farm use. She literally had to call the manager over, and the manager did it. It took less than 5 minutes, but the manager's old school, so she could get it done. You know, but ladies and gentlemen, this technology stuff, some of it's great. I'm starting to get a kick out of this, but some of it, we need old school stuff. You know, so the theory about this, taking jobs away from people to have it replaced by IT, I'm not 100% for. I got mixed emotions about it because if people are working at a register, take your stuff to the register to take your order or to check out or whatever, because people still need jobs. People need jobs because it's better they work than milk the system. That's all there is to it, but that's my damn opinion. All right, so I'm going to get on something else here. I'm going to start stepping on some toes big time. And I know this is going to upset some people, but that's fine. I fully expect it. I want to upset some people. QAnon. What's my thoughts on QAnon? Is QAnon a false flag? At times, I think so. At times, I really is, because people follow Q so religiously. It is phenomenal how much people take a hold of Q and think Q is the end all to be all. But at the same time, how many times has Q been wrong? Because we know Q is not just one person. They can't be. Q cannot be just one person at all. And with that being said, there's going to be mistakes being made. And, you know, I listen to him, and it just makes me, when's the thunder going to happen? We need to have something happen, because you're putting all this stuff out here, but not a damn thing's happening. You keep talking about indictments. When the hell's the indictment's going to happen? You keep saying, trust the plan. Trust what freaking plan? You know, I'm a vet. I spent my time out in the field. I know how to decipher some military intel. And with that military intel, well, speak of the devil, there's Miss Donna Joe. She just came in the door. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Miss Donna Joe's home. But anyway, hi, Kat. How are you? Everybody, this is my liberal. Huh? That's all right. But here we go. Get your butt out of here. But here we go. QAnon is not always right in any way, shape, or form. To me, QAnon can be a security risk. QAnon has put stuff out there that's not true. People that are decoding QAnon have decoded it wrong, especially the military type stuff. So one of the problems I have with Q is this. Could it be a security risk? Possibly. Could it be a way to divert people's attentions away from what's really going on? Well, military intelligence has always been a joke with me, Sarge. But when Donna Joe comes in the house, I got to recognize her right off the bat. She's more important than military intelligence. But one of the things too is with Q, it could be a possibility of a security risk. It could be a possibility of nothing but false flags, false hope. Q could be a way to deceive people, to get people worked up, but at the same time, feed them fluff and no steak at all. So do I think that's what's happening? You damn right. That's what I think is happening. They're feeding them fluff and no steak. You know, hey, Craig Holmes, how you doing? But that's just me. That is my opinion. You know, that's my opinion. And that's right, Big Sarge. Donna CIA, Chris is a hitman, and Kat is a handler. There you go. There you go. But my opinion is this. If you want to believe QAnon, go right ahead. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You want to pull up a chair?
No, I have some laundry to do.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you're home early.
I am too.
But anyway, that's your prerogative if you want to follow Q. Don't push it off on me. If I want to follow Q, I will look at what he's saying, and I will use my own damn judgment to see what's going on. You know, Craig Holmes says, if you follow Q, look at the 9 posts related to the Keystone. You know, there's things about Q that I do not agree with, and I won't have nothing to do with. There's people out there that promoting the shit out of him. Is it right or wrong? That's on them. You know, I'm not. So that's my theories on Q. Now, had a very interesting question proposed to me this morning. And my question is this. Thank you, Big Sarge. President Trump. And we talked about this last night. Did he cave? You know, what's my opinions on it and all this stuff. I am a Trump man. I am. I'm a firm believer in our president. This president is doing a job, and look at everything that's happening to him, the ridicule that's coming at him, the malicious intent that's been thrown at him constantly. But the one thing I see that our president has done and is doing since he's been in office is this. Our president has done a lot of stuff that he said he was going to do. Our president is doing a lot of things he said he was going to do. Not everything is being done that he said. That is a known fact. There are many things that haven't even been considered yet, but many things he has done. Let me close this. Maybe that'll not. Donna's got the TV on it there. But anyway, I am a Trump man. I'm following the Trump. And I've been saying this for 2 going on 3 years that we need to use critical thinking when we're doing stuff, when we're considering stuff. I told everybody, I've been telling everybody this entire time, you need to start doing your own research. You need to start looking at things. You need to start looking at what's important here. I've been around businessmen my entire life because to work a ranch, you think the ranch owner doesn't know shit about business. Well, you're wrong. He's a ranch owner for one reason, because he is knowing about business, but business is always learning something. Business is always changing things to make things better. There's times where you can lose your ass, and there's times where it's feast or famine. There's times where you want things done and they don't happen, and there's other times they do happen. There's times where you got to fire personnel and bring in people to get the job accomplished. And the president has done all of them. All of them. And so it makes me wonder, at the same time, when's the bell going to toll? When's the bell going to toll and the president's going to get his due diligence for what he's done so far? Yeah, there's things that haven't happened. There's things that haven't happened and things that pisses people off. But I tell you what, if it pisses you off that things haven't happened, well, then maybe you need to go somewhere and suck on a pacifier, because this is one man taking on an entire government. We have probably less than half of the Republicans siding with him. There's only just maybe a handful of Democrats that like what he's doing. Other than that, he's against everybody up the deep swamp. That's it. And how many people in America is against our president? You know, we keep saying that we're for our president. We stand with our president. How many of you are willing to get off your ass to go up there and stand with the president and do what he's doing? Now, with the shutdown aspect, I don't think he caved in per se. I think he gave in a little bit. But like it was said last night, he's playing chess. He is sacrificing some pawns because the end game is where he's going to get checkmate. Now, everybody's bitching, moaning, and groaning because these government employees have 1 month paycheck. They haven't had a paycheck in a month. In 1 month, my God, I remember the longest time I went without a paycheck was 6 freaking months. 6 months. If you can't survive 1 month without a paycheck, there's something wrong. Now, I do know some guys that have been a month and a half without a paycheck from the government. But still, you should be able to survive on that if you're not living above your means. If you're living above your means, my God, it's time for you to change some stuff and pull your head out of your ass to be able to survive. Are you freaking kidding me? Really? What are you doing, cat? But anyway, don't sit here and buy into the lies from the left that the president has destroyed things and the president's getting all these people fired. No, no. Our president, our president is doing everything he can to help the people of the United States of America. The Democrats, ladies and gentlemen, didn't give a damn, and they don't give a damn about the United States of America. If they did, they wouldn't have left Washington, D.C. They wouldn't have went to Puerto Rico. They wouldn't have went to Hawaii. They wouldn't have tried to take these trips like Nancy Pelosi and 9 other people, and then all of the family members. They wouldn't have done it at all. Instead, they would have kept their happy butts right there in Washington, D.C. and done the damn job that they were hired to do. It's not to take all these vacations. It's not to take leave when you got something important going on, like the government being shut down. Our president came up so far 4 times and offered something. 4 different times he offered something. He put the plate out there, the peace plate. Let's get the government back open. Here's what I'm offering. And what did the Democrats say every time? No, 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 no. So is that the president's fault? If you think that's the president's fault, kiss my butt, because it's not. It's the Democrats' fault. The Democrats do not care about you. And we got rhinos up there, ladies and gentlemen, that don't care about you either. If you don't believe me, you better start doing some research. When was the last time Mitch McConnell actually did anything that benefited the people of the Republic of the United States of America? When was the last time the Republicans actually did anything in the last 2 years that benefited us? The president, ever since the president's been in office, have you heard the Republicans standing up and getting behind our president and trying to make things right? Hell no, they haven't. You know, I can tell you how bad it is, because here we are. Our life is based on agriculture. Sticker. Our life is based on agriculture right here. Not a damn thing has changed since the President of the United States has taken over. You know, and that brings up a good point. What have you folks noticed? Since the president has taken office, what changes has he done has improved your life? What changes? You guys tell us in the comments. What changes? Like and share this. Invite everybody you know, because I want everybody. I want the trolls to come in. I want the liberals to come in and tell me I'm wrong. I want the liberals to come in and fight me, ladies and gentlemen. Today's Sunday. It's day for the liberals to come in and tell me, shut the hell up. I want them to do it. But I will tell you this. Since the President of the United States took office, what in your area has changed and improved your life? And I'm going to tell you right now, nothing's changed for us. Not one damn thing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that's changed in our life right here in Northwest Oklahoma is fuel prices are down. Regular unleaded is down $1.99. It's right under $2. But diesel's still up there about $2.75, $2.85 a gallon. That's it. That's the only damn thing that has changed since the president took office. Right here in Northwest Oklahoma. Nothing's benefiting me and Donna at all. Joseph says that since the president took office, he's able to find a job. Congratulations, Joseph. I know that is a heck of a deal. I know that's a heck of a deal. You know, there was a lot of people out of work, and the president did put them to work. And I imagine as people like Joseph, that's one thing they've seen change. But right here in Northwest Oklahoma, I have seen zero change. Other than fuel prices, I've seen zero change. So does that tell me that the president of the United States doing his job? I don't know. I can't say it. I can't testify on it because, you know, everything comes down. And I live in one of those states where it's a flyover state. And it always seems that we get the tail end of everything, no matter what it is. We get the tail end of it and we get screwed. Not only by the government, but by our state at the same time. We get screwed by the state of Oklahoma at the exact same time. So when we get something that's supposed to be beneficial to us, we don't get shit. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. You know, ladies and gentlemen, somebody asked me, is our president doing the best job that he can by not being a politician? And that's a very good question. That takes some critical thinking. All right, let's break this down. For one, he's not a politician, so he can't be bought. He's not trying to scratch somebody's back. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. He's not a Republican or a Democrat, in all honesty. He's not. He's an independent. And he is damn sure not a conservative. But he's not a liberal. He's a moderate. Is he a libertarian? Might be. Might be. He sure leans that way a lot of the times. So you take that and you remember that everybody loved this man until he won the presidency, until he signed the papers, because for some strange damn reason he had to say either I'm a Republican or Democrat. So he decided to say I'm a Republican. Then the hate just came spewing forth like you would never believe, because he said he's going to be a Republican. Even though there's thousands of pictures out there with him and Hillary and Jesse Jackson and all these nitwits, and everybody's doing the lovey-lovey, huggy-huggy thing. Oh, let's take a picture together because we're such great friends. And that's a crock of crap. Ladies and gentlemen, our president is doing a job that is filled with hate, that is filled with misgivings, that is filled with so much intent on destroying everything he's doing. But at the same time, he's not taking a paycheck. Now, look at JFK. JFK didn't take a paycheck. Was JFK this hated as much as Trump is? Yeah, Susan said farmers and ranchers should be in charge of land management. They know better than the damn pencil pushers how to manage land. Exactly. Bureau of Land Management is the stupidest organization there is. It's almost as stupid as military intelligence. BLM is a law enforcing entity. It's not a law making entity, but they try to make laws all the time. When Obama's in office, they made laws all the time. BLM needs to be dissolved. Department of Nature Conservancy needs to be done, gone. DNC is bullshit. All right, we got Tammy here. Tammy says, I can't say I like Donald Trump at all, but whether we like it or not, he's our last chance at any form of peace in the country. There are continually blocking him for no apparent reason. The great creator put him there for a reason, whether we like it or not. People need to get on board with helping this country be better again. Exactly, Tammy. You don't have to like our president. You have to respect the man because he earns your respect. He earned my respect right off the bat. But I've been watching him since the 80s. Every time he said something, the way he said it and the way he articulated it to me, when it went in my ears, said a lot to me. It really did. So, folks, like and share this. Invite everybody you know, you love, you hate, you don't like. Invite all the liberals, too. Now, President Trump, with him being, I'd say he's almost a libertarian, but being a moderate, is he doing the best job he can? I think so. I do. I think he's doing the best job that he can do with what he has. How many people do you think in the government really want him gone? Look how many people in our country want him gone. Look at how many people in our country can't stand the thought of even the aspect of making our country great again. You know, I have this quagmire going on with myself over the president. And this quagmire is this: I respect him. I respect him as a businessman, not as a politician. I respect him as an individual who's doing a job that 99.999% of us would not want and not get paid. He's doing that job. Our president is doing the job knowing that he's getting attacked, knowing that he's got people trying to stick him in the back constantly. We got people trying to bury him, assassinate him constantly, and he's still there. My kudos to the man for that. How many men do you know that would say the hell with it? How many men and women do you know that don't want no part of that? Would you be wanting that kind of pressure put on you constantly? So my kudos to the man. But at the same time, one of the questions in my mind is, why in the hell is he letting things go wrong? Yes, I do know how much he has to fight. And I do know this, that every president, when they sign legislation, that legislation does not start immediately. Some of them starts 10 years down the road. Some of them starts 20 years down. There is legislation today, ladies and gentlemen, that is just now coming in effect that Bill Clinton signed. Do you realize that in next year, in 2020, there's going to be 5 bills that Bill Clinton signed that come into effect? That's when they start. We got that kind of crap. Why isn't our president going out there and stopping this stuff? He's got some smart people working for him. Why in the hell is he still letting some of this stuff come about? You know, he said he was going to stop Obamacare, the biggest oxymoron there ever was. And has he stopped Obamacare? Hell no. He ain't stopped it because dumbass Pelosi said, well, we have to pass it before we read it and know what's in it. And why is Hillary Clinton still free? President Trump, you said you was going to put her in prison. By God, get off your ass and put her in prison. Do what you said you was going to do. But I tell you this, the president of the United States is not counterfeit. He's not as counterfeit as a $3 bill, and he's not as counterfeit as everybody else. You know, the president has a lot of pressure on him. Go on. The president has a lot of pressure on him. And I do know the man can only do so much. And with the man doing so much, is he doing enough? You know, there's a term that I grew up with. If you don't think you're doing enough, stop, look, and start again. If you think you're doing too much, then keep going because you're not doing enough. You know, we have a tendency to do things, and everybody's guilty of this. We start doing things, and sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes we're doing something so intently, but it seems like nothing can ever go right. You guys ever had that problem? You guys get out there doing something, it's like no matter what you do, I can be out building fence, and I've built fence my entire life. And I know how to pound post, and I know how to dig down 4 foot deep, bury that post, you pound that post in, and when you go stretching your fence up, you're kind of like, what in the hell is going on? Why is the post leaning? Why? But there's days. It's like when I'm working on the truck. I have the ability to work on this 97 Dodge 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive 5-speed Cummins. No, it's not for sale. I have the ability to do that. And I'm sitting there and I'm just scratching my head because nothing's going right. Everything seems to be going wrong. So I have to stop. I have to get away from it. There's times when I'm riding a horse and I'm training a horse and things ain't working. And next thing I know, there's fixing to be a fight between me and the horse, and I got to step off him. I got to get away from him because the last thing I want to do is fight with a horse. But you think the president has those days too? Do you honestly think the president has those kind of days? Yes, today would be LaVoy Finnegan's birthday. A great American. A great American. Lavoy Finnegan was one of the very few patriots that went out there and did what he said he was going to do. Lavoy Finnegan was standing for the rights of all of us. My hat's off. My hat's off to the man who went out there a martyr. Lavoy Finnegan didn't do what he did to become a martyr. He went out there because he was doing what he knew was right. So it brings the question, is the president doing what he knows is right? I damn sure think so. You know, we have to look at this aspect in a different way, ladies and gentlemen. The president is not the be all, the end all at all. The president's the representative of the people of the Republic of the United States of America. The people has said, the Bible told us it's your turn to be our representative, not our leader, but our representative. It's been pointed out to me many, many, many times how President Trump being in office is almost biblical. And that fascinates the hell out of me. It really does. So, even if you're biblically prophesied to be in office, do we need to stop and regroup and think? He does. We do. We do. You know, we are human. We all make mistakes. We all need to look before we criticize. The man's human. The man makes mistakes. How many mistakes have you made in your lifetime? Should you be accountable for those mistakes your entire life? Depends on what the mistakes are. But at the same time, somebody's going to tell you you caved in. Are you going to get mad? Are you going to say, are you going to try to critically think about what happened in order for you to change directions of what you was doing? That's what the hell happened. That's my honest opinion, though. And that's what I'm going to go with. And I just don't give a shit. If it makes you mad, it makes you mad. Say la vie. Say the old folks. I love that song. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you this right now. I cheer for the President of the United States of America. I cheer for the job he's doing and for everything that he's showing and giving us. I cheer for a man who put himself out there where we wouldn't. This man has grabbed his cojones and he's proven to all of us that one man can do what he said he was going to do. So here's my question to you good people on this Sunday, January the 27th at 12:01 p.m. Central Time. Are you going to do as you say you're going to do? You say you're going to stand with this man. You say you're going to support this man. You say you will fight beside this man. Well, when the hell is it time to get up and fight? The fight's coming, ladies and gentlemen. The fight is coming. And it's going to be bloody. Is there going to be an end in sight? I don't think so. Not for a long time. You know, one of the things I touched on last night is there's a coup happening right now. And I was asked this while I was working cattle. Is there a coup happening? You damn right there's a coup happening. And the coup is so very obvious right now. But who's trying to stop this? Who is trying to actually stop this coup against our president right now. Do you see the Republicans trying to stop it, ladies and gentlemen? I don't. They're sitting on their ass watching this. They're sitting on that fence getting splinters in their butt watching this thing. Do you think they're cheering for this coup to happen? I think so. I think so. So, do we expect him to take this on by himself? Craig Holmes has asked the question, who among us are willing to do what's right at all cost? At all cost. Who's willing to go out there and put themselves out there like Lavoy Finnegan did? Like the Bundys did? At all cost. To stand up for what's right. To stand up for our freedoms. And everything is from the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Because, ladies and gentlemen, like I had my show on Spreaker yesterday, we are going to lose our republic if we don't. We are going to lose our country if we don't start standing up at all cost to do what needs to be done. We're going to lose everything we've grown up with. We're going to lose everything the Constitution, the Bill of Rights affords us that we're supposed to have. So what the hell are you going to do about it? You going to sit there and twiddle your thumbs and wish? You going to sit there and say, well, maybe. I'm not. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Here's a good one. Deanna Linville. Close your eyes and imagine 2 years in with Bernie or Hillary. Or that dingbat, Ocasio-Cortez. Imagine people like that running this country, running this republic. What do you think we're going to lose then? Because it could possibly happen. Elizabeth Warren, her dumbass yesterday said there's only 2 forms of government, the president and the Congress. That's it. That's the only 2 forms of government there is. Do we need people like that running for president, ladies and gentlemen? Get off of Trump's back. The man's doing what he can. He's doing this damn thing by himself. So get off his ass. You want to start chewing somebody out? Chew your local representatives out. Chew your representatives from your state. Chew their butts out. Everybody from every state, look at your state representatives. You got people in the federal level, in the House and the Senate. Chew their ass out for not doing their job. Get off the president's ass. Look at your state levels. I've been telling you guys for going on 3 years to look at your city, your county, and your state levels. Change that, and then change your federal level. I've been saying this for 3 freaking years, and it ain't happened yet. I haven't heard no recall votes coming up. And you need to. Read your damn state's constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, if them people ain't doing the job that you hired them to do, you read that state's constitution and you fire them son of bitches. And then you put somebody in there that will do the job. And once you start on your state level, your city level, and your county level, then you go after your federal level. And just what do you think that representative up there, whether it be in the House or the Senate or both, is going to be thinking when they see that your state is being taken over again by the people of the state? And you're going by your constitution. What do you think they're going to do, sit up there in that happy-ass office in Washington, D.C., when they see the people from the state coming for them? Are they going to say, oh my God, here comes the vigilantes? Or are they going to say, the people have spoken. The people are standing up. The people are taking back what is theirs. Well, when the hell's that going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I tell you what's going to happen. I've already put an order in for the Constitution for the state of Oklahoma. I'm going to read that Constitution verbatim, word for word. And the things I don't understand, I know enough people that I'm going to contact that can tell me what all this legalese crap is and what it means. And it might take a little bit, but I am going to read it and I am going to understand it. And I'll tell you what, when it comes time to do it, I'm going to start doing recalls. I'm going to do recall votes right here in Woodward, Oklahoma. I'm going to do recall votes right here in Woodward County. And I'm going to do recall votes in the state of Oklahoma. And then after those are done, then I'm going to go after them son of a guns up there in Washington, D.C. You know, when the hell's it going to start? Who's going to start it? How come you're not going to start it, ladies and gentlemen? How come you're not going to pick up that parchment and read it and start happening? How come you're not going to start this? You want somebody else to do it? Then you want to jump on the coattails? Bullshit. Put your big boy pants on, put your big girl pants on, pull them up, put your boots on, put your shirt on, get off your ass, and let's start taking this republic back. Because enough of this crap is enough, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Donna played me something last night. She played me something last night that was from Casey Kasem. How many of you folks remember Casey Kasem? He always did the top 10 countdowns. She sent me something from Casey Kasem. I got to get back to Donna Joe. Here it is. Brian McGregor. His song, The Americans. It's not a song at all. So I'm going to try to pull it up. And this song can be found on YouTube. It can be found everywhere. So I'm going to pull up YouTube and I'm going to search and I'm on Brian McGregor, MC. Get out of there. Brian McGregor. Which one is it? Which one is it, Donna Joe? I don't know. I gotta see what's what here. I don't know if this one's it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. All right, let me go back. Brian McGregor, song, America, Americas. Americans. Here we go. I want you guys to listen to this.
The United States dollar took another pounding on German, French, and British exchanges this morning, hitting the lowest point ever known in West Germany. It has declined there by 41% since 1971, and this Canadian thinks it's time to speak up for the Americans.
He's a Canadian. He's not an American. He's a Canadian.
As long as 60 years ago, when I first started to read newspapers, I read of floods on the Yellow River and the Yangtze. Who rushed in with men and money to help? The Americans did. They have helped control floods on the Nile, the Amazon, the Ganges, and the Niger. Today, the rich bottomland of the Mississippi is underwater, and no foreign land has sent a dollar to help. Germany, Japan, and to a lesser extent, Britain and Italy were lifted out of the debris of war by the Americans, who poured in billions of dollars and forgave other billions in debts. None of those countries is today paying even the interest on its remaining debts to the United States. When the franc was in danger of collapsing in 1956, it was the Americans who propped it up, and their reward was to be insulted and swindled on the streets of Paris. I was there. I saw it. When distant cities are hit by earthquake, it is the United States that hurries in to help. Managua, Nicaragua is one of the most recent examples. So far this spring, 59 American communities have been flattened by tornadoes. Nobody has helped. The Marshall Plan, the Truman Policy, all pumped billions upon billions of dollars into discouraged countries. Now newspapers in those countries are writing about the decadent warmongering Americans. I'd like to see just one of those countries that is gloating over the erosion of the United States dollar build its own airplanes. Come on, let's hear it. Does any other country in the world have a plane to equal the Boeing Jumbo Jet, the Lockheed TriStar, or the Douglas 10? If so, why don't they fly them? Why do all international lines except Russia fly American planes? Why does no other land on Earth even consider putting a man or woman on the moon? You talk about Japanese technocracy and you get radios. You talk about German technocracy and you get automobiles. You talk about American technocracy and you will find men on the moon, not once, but several times, and safely home again. You talk about scandals, and the Americans put theirs right in the store window for everybody to look at. Even the draft dodgers are not pursued and hounded. They are here on our streets, most of them, unless they are breaking Canadian laws, are getting American dollars from Ma and Pa at home to spend here. When the Americans get out of this bind, as they will, who could blame them if they said, the hell with the rest of the world? Let someone else buy the foreign bonds. Let someone else build or repair foreign dams or design foreign buildings that won't shake apart in earthquakes. When the railways of France, Germany, and India were breaking down through age, it was the Americans who rebuilt them. When the Pennsylvania Railroad and the New York Central went broke, nobody loaned them an old caboose. Both are still broke. I can name you 5,000 times when the Americans raced to the help of other people in trouble. Can you name me even one time when someone else raced to the Americans in trouble? I don't think there was outside help even during the San Francisco earthquake. Our neighbors have faced it alone. And I'm one Canadian who's damned tired of hearing them kicked around. They will come out of this thing with their flag high. And when they do, they are entitled to thumb their nose at the lands that are gloating over their present troubles. I hope Canada is not one of these, but there are many smug, self-righteous Canadians. And finally, the American Red Cross was told at its 48th annual meeting in New Orleans that it was broke. This year's disasters have taken it all, and nobody, but nobody, has helped.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the funny part about this. This was in 1974, I think she said. That was Brian McGregor. And I think Donna said that was done in 1974, and it was played yesterday on the Casey Kasem recount, re-show that they do here in Woodward, Oklahoma. Why do you think they played that show on the national scene yesterday? Kat, come on now. Why do you think they did that? Any ideas? You know, there is so much crap going on. Our president can't handle everything himself, ladies and gentlemen, at all. He can't do it. So when this song, I listened to it again this morning. I didn't save it, but I listened to it, and I listened to it last night when Donna played it. It really struck home with me on a lot of different levels. And this is what our president's facing. So do you blame him when he told the UN to kiss our ass, when he told the EU, kiss our ass? Do you blame him when he told everybody it's time for you to start paying up? Do you blame him for things not going right? If you blame our president for things not going right, maybe you need to listen to that song again. Maybe you need to, because that right there says a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to start using critical thinking. I've been saying it for 3 years. Critical thinking needs to come back into our country. It needs to come back into our everyday lives. It's something we need to do. It's just like when I read that, what the hell's his name? The Theory of the Shadows. You know, when I read that, that is nothing but critical thinking. And that's what's happening right now. And is it our president's fault? No. I'll tell you whose fault it is. It's ours. The people of the Republic of the United States. It is our damn fault, ladies and gentlemen, because we've been sitting on the fence too long, not doing anything. We've been sitting on the fence, cowering away, letting government do whatever the hell they want. And now they're wanting to pass these bills that go against the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, go against the Dick Act. They're wanting to pass legislation for the Second Amendment and the First Amendment. And what are we doing about it? Not a damn thing. Do you realize this? That any bill put up for vote in Washington, D.C., we are supposed to vote on it also? Did you guys know that? We're supposed to have a say on those bills. When was the last time that happened? When was the last time we had a say on any bills passed in Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen? I never have. In the 54 years I've been living, I never have. The only things I've been able to have a say on is in my state. And they'll put some dumbass things on there when you go do your state elections, but they put them in a way that you don't understand them unless you really study what's going to be on the ballot. And then you almost have to have an attorney figure it out for you. So, is it time we start holding people accountable? You damn right. Is it time we start letting them know that the people of the United States run this republic, not them? You damn right. But when's it going to happen? Or can we say Lavoy Finnegan is the one who started us out down this road? Possibly. Possibly. Can we say the Bundys are the ones that started us down this road? Possibly. You know, living out here in the country, spending my life out here every single day, makes me wonder, ladies and gentlemen, makes me wonder this. Would I be willing to sacrifice it all to go live into a city where I can be dictated by the flow of traffic? I can be dictated by politicians who's never dug a whole post hole in their life, who's never even sweated, bled, cried because their work and their animals aren't right. Do I want to be dictated to by people that have no clue what real life is really like? No, I don't. I don't. And I'm going to tell you folks right now, Mr. Brutally Honest isn't going to tolerate it any longer. I'm not going to tolerate the ignorance level that's being put forth out there. I'm not going to tolerate all of the crap that's going on anymore. I am not going to tolerate the whimsical wants of people that have no clue what real life is like at all. None. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. For the simple fact is because they have no clue what real life is like. They have no clue what it's like for us to bleed, sweat, cry, and go without. Do you really think they go without? Do you really think they give a tickler's damn about what happens in your life? In all honesty, do you think they care anything about what happens in your life at all? They don't. They don't. Don't let them bullshit you. They do not care at all. They don't give a shit. They do not care about what happens at all to you, to me, to anybody else. All they care about is themselves. That's it. That's all they care about. You know, we can sit here and we can talk and we can ramble, and everybody thinks, well, it's whimsical bullshit or it's just bullshit. And I can tell you folks that that little black speck on top of chicken shit is chicken shit too. But this is where you guys have to start doing your research. You guys have to start really looking into things. You guys really have to start talking the talk and walking the walk. That's all there is to it. You know, because to those individuals up there, we are nothing but a pawn in the game that they're playing. And they're playing our game of life. And in our game of life, our life is so dictated by what they want and what they need. Well, when's the last time that the government of the Republic of the United States of America actually did something where it improved your life 100%? Any legislation passed improved your life 100%. You know, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things I look for in agriculture is the farm bill, because the farm bill is so important on what happens within the farming and ranching communities. Not only that, it should be one of y'all's main things you look at too. Do you realize that they were trying to pass part of the farm bill that over 88% of it went to food stamps? That's it. What good's that going to do the Republic if 88% of the farm bill went strictly for food stamps? Ain't going to do no good as far as I can see. It's not going to help the people out here that's struggling to live, because all the markets are being dictated by not only by the packing industry, but by the government. We have a government that's constantly trying to bring in beef, pork, chicken, and other commodities from other countries that are not as strict on regulations as we are. But yet we have to eat that crap. We have to put that crap in our body or on our body, because our government thinks it's the right thing to do, and it's not. Our government thinks that if we set the markets like this, it will make us money. How's that working out for you so far? When President Trump, before President Trump took over, when Obama was in office, we was in a 16% trade deficit everywhere on every commodity going in and out of the United States. So how's that working out for you? You guys need to look at that. You guys need to do some figuring, because I tell you what, without agriculture, ladies and gentlemen, this country will not survive. And I know some of you are saying, oh, hell, I don't deal with agriculture. What's agriculture got to do with me? Well, look at yourself. This is agriculture. That light is agriculture. The electricity that runs through this goes through the agriculture department. This wonderful stuff in this cup is agriculture. All that substance that you put on your plates to put in your belly is agriculture. That fuel you put in your vehicles to go from here to there is agriculture. Everything that you find in the quick stops where you stop probably 2, 3, 4 times a day, and the grocery stores, is agriculture. So what do you think is going to happen when the United States government does away with agriculture, ladies and gentlemen? What the hell do you think is actually going to happen? You think your shelves are going to be stocked full of food all the time? You think you'll be able to go up there and just get whatever you want? Better think again, because it ain't going to happen. Our government is more concerned with bringing drugs over the border than anything. That's it. They want drugs to come back across the border. My God, how many people remember all the drugs flying into Arkansas when Bill Clinton was governor? How many tons of drugs was being flown into Arkansas when Bill Clinton was governor, ladies and gentlemen? The Clinton Foundation was the top dog on that, along with the CIA. What part of that don't you realize yet? What part of the government is wanting to dictate everything in your life do you not realize yet? And the number one thing is agriculture. If they can destroy our agriculture, i.e. your drinking water also, they will. Do you want to know who owns the largest amount of water producing bottling companies? You know, everybody can buy those bottled waters. You know who owns 90% of them, ladies and gentlemen? Warren Buffett. Imagine that. Warren Buffett started buying water bottling companies years ago. What's the one thing you cannot live without? The one thing that will kill you faster than anything if you go without it. Water. Imagine that. You know, we see them every day up in the skies spraying chemtrails. We all know what chemtrails are. We see it every single day. And it's not just here, it's all over the world. They're trying to kill us. They're all constantly poisoning us with crap. And we're supposed to sit back and take it. I'm done sitting back and taking stuff. I'm done with them trying to take everything away from us. I'm done with them thinking they're holier than thou. I'm done with them saying, you have to live by this law that we put out there. We're not. We don't have to. We don't have to because we passed legislation saying we don't have to live by that. By God, if you pass a law that the people of the republic have to live by, then you have to live by it also. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And no, lifetime politicians need to be done away with. So that's another good point right there, ladies and gentlemen. How do we get up and create term limits? How do we do that? Can the people of the Republic of the United States of America force the issue to where term limits are enforced? Can we do that? The president said he wants term limits. Said he was going to do it. He ain't done it yet. Ted Cruz is out there fighting for term limits. Think it's going to happen? I don't. I don't at all. You know, there's a guy that used to be in the Senate that I listen to a lot. You know, Rand Paul and his dad, Ron Paul, are very smart people. But I really like Mr. Paul himself. Very intelligent man. Very intelligent man. If you can look at and go back and read a lot of Ron Paul's stuff, ladies and gentlemen, I would advise you to do it. Because Ron Paul was warning us for years about what's happening right now. And the man was a dentist by occupation before he became a senator. Imagine that. Imagine that. So, with that being said, when should we heed the warnings that have been given to us? When should we stand our ground? We got people ready. Here's a question for you, and I'm going to piss a lot of you 3%ers off, and I'm going to do this on purpose. You 3%ers, you constantly say you're ready to go right now. You're stocked up. You got your field gear. You're ready to go. You're locked and loaded. Well, where are you son of a bitches when states are taking firearms away from people. 3 different states, 3 people have died refusing to give up their firearms. Where the hell are you 3%ers? Why aren't you there? How come you're not there protecting people like you said you was going to? You 3%ers, are you just about a bunch of idiots spitting out of your pie holes, or are you going to start doing what you say? People have died by trying not to give up their firearms. Where the hell are you? You haven't even showed up. After that individual died, you haven't showed up at all. You haven't showed up in protest. You haven't showed up in a rally because of that. Where the hell's the 3%ers? Are you guys just wanting to just spout whatever the hell you want to get people to follow you and come along with you and make them think that they're ready? You guys ain't even ready. You guys ain't even standing up for what you say you're going to do. You say you're going to there and stop this kind of crap, and you ain't done it yet. 3%ers, look at the people that have died in 3 different states refusing to give up their firearms. How come you haven't showed up in that town and hold rallies or protested? How come? Where the hell are you at? I think you're just a bunch of damn blowhards myself, because you ain't put up. So you need to shut up. Once you put up, I'll retract what I say. Because right now, you ain't doing a damn thing. You ain't doing shit. You're spouting all this stuff, but it don't mean nothing because you're not doing anything. Enough's enough. Enough's enough. Tammy Qgate says, all the training in the world is not going to prepare you for killing someone in real life. That's right. Unless you've done it, you have no clue what it's like. I do. And there's other vets out there that do. And we didn't want to, but we had to. And we know what comes with that. We know the nightmares. We know the deadly silence. We know the mile-yard stare. We know what it's like. We know some guys like it too much. We know some guys shit themselves every time it happens. But we know. And if we have to do it again, will we do it again? That is the question. You know, some people ask me if 3%ers radicals. Possibly. When I was in Montana, I knew a bunch of guys in the militia. And I went to a militia meeting a couple of times. I knew a lot of different organizations up there. And they called us Minutemen. They called us militia. They called us every name in the book. But we were ready because it was 99% vets. And all of us have been in conflict. All of us was ready to do what was prepared to be done. Matter of fact, when Ruby Ridge was going on, there was a bunch of them that headed to Ruby Ridge. Too bad they showed up a little bit too late. They got there the day after the shooting. And somebody told them they were coming, and they stopped them. But ladies and gentlemen, these 3%ers today and people that keep spouting off, oh, I'm ready, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. You ain't done a damn thing. And I hope it pisses you off. I really do. Because I guarantee you what, you come here and you want to face me, I'll face you. I ain't bashful. I ain't scared. What's the worst thing you do? Kill me? Take my birthday away from me? Then you got to answer to her. And I guarantee you what, if I need the help, my son will come running, and anybody else that I know, because they're ready. They're always prepared. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between saying something and doing something. It's time to get off your damn knees. Time to stand up. Pull your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on. Lace them boots up, pull them boots on, put your hat on, gear up, and do what you say you're going to do. It's not easy. It's the most scariest thing you'll ever do in your life. Trust me, it is. It's the scariest damn thing you will ever do in your life. But it's got to be done. So put up or shut up. And 3%ers, as far as I'm concerned right now, you can shut the hell up. Because you ain't doing a damn thing. The people of the Republic of the United States of America are just in the same place. And you're just spouting shit. You're not doing anything. But once you start doing as you say you're going to do, then I'll back you 100%. Other than that, kiss my butt. It ain't going to happen. But that's my philosophy on it, and that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Yeah, let them call us domestic enemies. Let them call us domestic terrorists. Let them call us anything they want. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the important part about it is when you stand up for what's right in the eyes of the government, you're always going to be wrong. That's it, in a nutshell. That's exactly what's going to happen. You're always going to be wrong. That's it. So, right here on the Patriotic Rancher Show with Mr. Brutally Honest, I'm going to tell you this. I ain't always right, but I ain't always wrong. But by God, when it comes time to stand up, I'm going to stand up. You need my help? Let me know. Let me know. I'll be glad to help. I'll do anything and everything I can to help. That's all there is. Tammy says, as a truther, you're always criticized. Who cares? Standing for right is the best way of life. Stand strong, even if you stand alone. Exactly. And always be brutally honest about it. Know what you're standing for. Know that what you're standing for is right. Not a guess. Not somebody else's word. Don't take somebody else's word for it. But know what you're doing. We got enough of that crap going on right now in our life. We got enough of that going on in the government. They're doing everything they can to convince us, ladies and gentlemen, that they're the only ones that's right, that they're the only ones that know anything. All right, Steve, I'm glad you found us live twice. Awesome. Tell you what I'm going to do. People are constantly asking me, when are you live? When are you live? When are you live? So here's what I'm going to do, Steve. So this way you guys can share it. I'm going to talk to Big Sarge about this too. I'm going to go on the Patriotic Rancher, Mr. Brutally Honest page, and I'm going to put the show schedule on there of all the live times that I'm live. Even on, next week, I'm going to try to figure out when I'm going to do live Spreaker shows also. And I'm going to be doing a lot of different shows on Spreaker, but I'm going to put those times on there that I'm going to be live on Spreaker also. So that way you guys can catch us live. But at the same time, I'm going to talk to Big Sarge about doing that, putting the show schedule on the page so everybody knows when the shows are. Because I get a lot of people saying, when are you live? When are you live? Man, I haven't seen you in forever. I didn't even know you. I had some people from back when we was on We Support Donald Trump. Finally watched the show and said, I haven't seen you in over 2 years. Wow, where have you been? People just haven't known because Facebook's been censoring us. And when they took down all of We Support Donald Trump and Liberty One and everybody, well, yeah, we lost a lot of people. So I'm going to be doing that on the Patriotic Rancher, Mr. Brutally Honest Facebook page. I'm going to put the schedule of when the shows are. That way everybody knows. And I will put it on Eastern time. And then that way everybody will know that's on the East Coast, and you can accordingly look at where you're at into time zone, and you'll know what time I'm coming on. And go from there. I will do that, actually. I will have that on the page Monday, and it will be pinned so it stays up at the top. So yeah, and that's the problem there, Tammy. That is the problem. Even Donna has that problem, and Donna's an admin on the page, and she constantly has to redo it to get notifications. Why in the hell does the admin of a page have to get notifications? It's because the government doesn't want you to know what's going on. Now, Facebook, we all know this, ladies and gentlemen. Facebook was a CIA entity done with Mark Zuckerberg. We know this. So, yeah, I hate to say it, but every day you have to check your notifications. You have to make sure you get them for the Patriotic Rancher Show with Mr. Brutally Honest. You got to make sure you get them with Redcon One Media. Jeremy's having the same damn problems. Everybody's having the problems. So it's just one of those things you have to check on every single day. So, and like Jason says, go to Redcon One Media and make sure to check the settings that you are receiving notices by following. Follow, hit the bell or whatever, the like, the follow, hit your notifications. And the problem is you have to do it constantly. You have to do it constantly. And that's the shame of it. Donna has to do it every damn time. She's even telling me I didn't even know you were going live because I didn't get no notification. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. I will always be here. I'm easy to find. I don't hide. You will be able to find me somewhere. If you can't find me on Redcon One Media, you can find me on the Patriotic Rancher, Mr. Brutally Honest page. If you can't find me on there, I'm on Spreaker. If you can't find me on there, I'm going to be on Redcon One Media YouTube page. I'm going to be on the YouTube page for the Patriotic Rancher, Mr. Brutally Honest. I think it's called The Show, Mr. Brutally Honest Show. I'm going to be changing the name on that one to the Patriotic Rancher Show. But yeah, I'm easy to find. I don't hide. And when you find me, invite everybody in your family, everybody and your friends, everybody you like, everybody you love, everybody you hate, everybody you don't like. Invite all the liberals you know, because we got to build it up. Everybody needs to hear everything. You know, they call me Mr. Brutally Honest for a reason, because I am brutally honest and I just don't give a shit. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So that's in a nutshell. In a nutshell. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to send some support or donations, right there is how you do it. PayPal me /Logan439. Be sure to send that in. And also, I'm going to type up another one here. It's actually for Redcon One crawler, new crawler. I believe it's the same thing. /. I believe this is correct. If not, I will fix it. But yeah, you can send your support donations there, or you can send them here. If you send them to the Big Sarge PayPal, in the notes section, put on there that you're sending this in via the Patriotic Rancher Show. Just put a quick little note in there. It's coming from the Patriotic Rancher Show with Mr. Brutally Honest. And that way things will be taken on. And we'll go from there. You know what? How do you say it? Melly Missile. I hope I'm saying that right. I get called some bitch a lot of times for being brutally honest. I actually have a boss at the sale barn, and I love him. He's a great guy. And Scott tells me that with me being too brutally honest, I'm too mean. He says, you got to learn how to work with these kids today. I said, you know, I can't do that. These kids today have to learn how to work with us old timers. I grew up working where I was always told this: if you don't want your ass chewed, stay away from the fire. And the only way to stay away from the fire is stay out of the kitchen. You know, if you're going to do the job, do it right. If not, you're going to get your ass chewed. Or if you're acting like an idiot, I'm going to tell you that. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And Donna Joe can tell you, I am not. I'm very much blunt, straightforward, and to the point, and I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I've lost friends because of it, but you know what? The people that know me and love me and want me around, they've been with me my entire life. That's all there is to it. But as far as me being brutally honest, it's the best way to live. It's the best way to live. Robert, a good one, Steve. Good one. Robert right here. Robert says, folks, I challenge you to make a difference in your community. Okay. Here's a challenge for you to go along with that, Robert. This is January. Okay. By June, half the year is over with. I want you guys to tell me what kind of changes you made in your community. Period. That's all there is to it. You tell me what kind of changes you have helped make in your community. That could be your city block. That could be like us. We live on a county line or on a county mile. And so everything here is broke down by miles. But in your communities, make a change, some kind of change, any kind of change, and let us know what you helped make change. You know, here's something too, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of way off subject, but I believe it's good. I believe this is something that's really good because we need to know this. All right. I was out the other day and I was talking to somebody and said, what kind of demographics are you getting? What kind of people follow you? What do they do for a living? Where do they live? That kind of stuff. So you know what? I would like to know that. I know the states because you guys sent me in all the states. I mean, there was like 36 states, if I remember right, on that one show. Remember when I was asking everybody, where do you live? Let me know where you live. There was like 36 states that came in all together. But what do you do for a living? I want to get to know you guys. You guys know me. You guys know Donna. Y'all know we live out here in the wide open. Hell, our internet goes through a cellular tower. We don't have digital. We don't have fiber optics. It goes through a cellular tower. That's why our internet sucks sometimes. But I want to know what you guys do for a living. You guys tell me, what do y'all do for a living? If you're retired, if you're an engineer, if you're an astronaut, if you're a senator, attorney general, a lawyer, doctor, I don't care. You guys just let me know. What do you guys do? Because the interesting aspect of this too, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to get my demographics down. I want to know who we're reaching out there. You know what? If you're a 3%er, let me know you're a 3%er. If you're a firefighter, let me know you're a firefighter. If you're mountain man, let me know you're a mountain man, a ranch hand, whatever. That's all there is to it. Steve at council meetings and county meetings got arrested for not allowing them to pass a discriminatory law, but did not post bail and made them take me to court. Charges dismissed. Awesome, Steve. Awesome. That's action. That is action. You know what? And it's like Robert says, if you lose friends over the little stuff, they weren't friends to begin with. They wasn't. It's like back in my drinking days. I remember when I was young and dumb, go to the bar all the time. Man, I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends that would meet me at the bar. Boy, we'd drink and dance and carouse and get in trouble and fights and everything. You know, as long as you're buying the beers and the drinks, you got tons of friends. Tons of friends. But when you stop drinking and stop buying the beers, how many of those friends are still around? Not many. Not many. So, all right. So, yeah, coal miner. All right. Harry's a coal miner. Awesome. How are the coal mines doing? How are the coal mines doing, Harry? Are they back up and going good? Live in the middle of Arizona. Robert, heavy haul trucker. All right. Disabled Marine. There you go. Of course, Helen, she's from the pits of hell. I'm sorry, Helen. I'm sorry. You live in a shithole. New York City is a shithole. You guys need to recall Kumo. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Helen, I don't know how, but you guys need to know. You guys need to get Kumo out of office. Kumo is destroying New York. So, Helen, you got a big job in front of you. Maybe you can get with Anne Marie and you guys can figure out how to start doing it, but you guys need to recall Kumo big time. Sarge. You know, there you go. Aerospace parachute rigger. That's a hell of a job there, Jason. Awesome. Hell of a job, actually. Little as possible. Yeah. Oh, William, he's retired. He's worked his butt off in the ground. Helen's a retired waitress. Awesome. You know, people look at waitresses and they think that's not a hard job, but I'll tell you what, that's a damn hard job. There you go, Big Sarge, CEO for Redcon One Media. Trying to make something bigger for our hosts so we can give you quality shows. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. I really do. Robert Rex, he's a machinist. Awesome. Awesome. Pre-vet. Oh, wow. Awesome, Susan. You can fire a gun. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. There you go, Steve. That's the best way to group a B. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we as Americans, as people of the Republic of the United States of America, have to fight for everything we want and everything we need. It's not going to be handed to us. And right now, we have a bunch of people in the deep swamp that's wanting to take everything away from us. So we have to stop them. And how do we stop them? We come together. Yeah, we can step on people's toes. We can piss each other off. We can say things other people ain't going to like. But you know what? It's constantly a learning curve. And that's okay. It's okay to agree to disagree. It's okay to not get along at this minute. To not have the same mindset as long as we're going to the same goal. And that's the biggest thing is we need the same goal. And with that same goal, ladies and gentlemen, that same goal is this. How come that's not showing up? Maybe that one will. There you go. That one's showing up. Maybe with the same goal, we can reach what we need to do. Maybe we can start taking this republic back. And maybe, just maybe, we can start seeing some headway before the end of the year, before 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it is dire that we take our country back. It is dire that we let the representatives know they work for us. That's all there is to it. All right, I got just a couple of minutes left. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, go tell people we're on Spreaker. Redcon One Media on Spreaker. They can go catch the shows on there. And it's all audio, so they can listen to it while they're driving down the road. They can put their headphones in while they're at work, and they can listen to us. I like it. I like this, being able to do the show plus Spreaker at the exact same time. So if they missed the show, they can listen to it on Spreaker. Because, you know, at work, you can't always do this. So, but anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, I really love doing these Sunday shows. You know, it makes me feel fitter than excuse me, it makes me feel fitter than a frog and finer than a frog hair spit 3 ways. It just tickles me plumb pink that I can do this. I love it. And I thank every one of you for taking part of your day to come here and be with us on Redcon One Media. I thank you for being with the Patriotic Rancher Show, Mr. Brutally Honest. You guys have been with me now for a long time. And you've been with a lot of you been with me since day one on We Support Donald Trump, and a lot of you been with me for over 2 years. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And trust me, you will always know where to find us. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to do what we got to do. So I'm going to tell you this right now. If you sit on a wooden fence too long, you're going to get splinters in your butt. So get your ass up, pull them out, put your feet down, go forward, never backwards. And let's take our republic back. We love you. We appreciate you. And as Donna Joe says, grow where you planted. Because I tell you what, they're coming in to cut you down every single day. And do not let it happen. And if you need help, holler. Don't cry wolf, but holler. And we would be glad to help in any way we can. All you got to do is let us know. Don't be scared. So you guys have a blessed Sunday. Go hug your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other. Hug your kids. Go get your belly full. And we will see you Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Patriotic Rancher Show with Mr. Brutally Honest on Redcon One Media. Bye. End broadcast. Come on.